welcome to another video. Today I am showcasing what I call the Burgundians Sneaky Fast Castle build. The Burgundians are a civ that I have struggled to find a good castle build for. One of their unique civ bonuses is that they get the eco technologies one age sooner, which is a great bonus, but to get those technologies you need to spend resources that you would otherwise be using to advance to the next stage. So the question is, at what point does that become useful, or at what point does that just delay your advancing to the next stage? One helpful thing that has occurred over the past year or two in several different updates to the game, the devs have decreased the amount of food that Burgundians need to pay for those eco upgrades. Basically, they want you to get those eco techs early, take advantage of that civ bonus, and they're punishing you less for it. It's actually becoming a little bit more viable, and you get less of a late time. So for this build, I'm going with essentially a fast feudal build where I'm putting just 2 on wood instead of my usual 4. And I am going to haul this boar off to the town center and go make a couple of houses. So after those 2 on wood, the rest are going to go on food until we are up to feudal age. That is essentially the standard fast feudal build. And because you're going to get a fast feudal timing, it's going to throw your enemy off. They may think, oh, is this guy doing some sort of feudal aggression? Maybe he's making scouts. If it's Arabia on arena, maybe they think in some other kind of play. It's going to throw them off a little bit, and that's why I say it is sneaky. I'm going to be pushing in these deer. So in this generation of the game, I have cows, all cows, which means that I'm getting a little more food out of those. Each of these have 150 food. And I'm also getting deer, which I can push to the town center. Both of those are great. Great benefits here, which is actually going to make this a little bit easier to perform. So now that I've got 16 villagers, or 16 pop, I go out here to the berries. And hopefully we can get this, yeah, we got this last deer in just in time. Now he can go on auto scout actually. And we're going to stop at 20 pop, and that's when we're going to hope to go up. And then we're going to send 2 off to gold. Now, oh, I almost didn't even have to force drop off, but I did, just to make sure. Now that I'm on my way up, I'm going to go ahead and get the wood upgrade. Oh, I forgot to put these guys onto the cow. Right now I am missing the wood to make a mining camp, but I am hopeful that I will have said wood by the time these villagers go to... Yeah, there we go. In the next age, we're going to make 5 villagers, so we may as well queue them up now. We know exactly how many we're going to make. We only made 2 houses, so we're going to get housed at 25 anyways, so that's a good stopping point for us. sure that there are boars under the town center. I mean, sorry, cows under the town center. And I'm actually going to go ahead and send this lady off to where I intend to make my buildings. See if I can get there around the time I get up. So I'm getting up at under 9 minutes. And I'm going to make my market. Typically, you would make a market with 2 villagers and a blacksmith with 1 villager, because typically you would be going up with only 2 villagers in feudal age. But because we went up to feudal earlier, we are going up a little bit later. We're not going to need to be as fast with building it. Now we even have enough for the blacksmith, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And now at this point, we may end up selling a little bit of food. May end up selling a little bit of wood to click up. But we'll see. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to sell some wood. Go ahead and sell 1 wood, buy the food, and then 1 more sell of the wood, and I'll be able to click up. Drop off. There we go. We have clicked up. So there was a bit of forced drop off, a little bit of idle time there, so it wasn't perfect. But now we are going to make houses and then prioritize this wood upgrade. So this is going to be 90 food and 100 wood. We're probably going to get that with just this cow here. There we go, already got it. Next up, we are going to get a horse collar. Which I'm missing the wood for, but we'll get it quickly. We're already getting wood faster than any other civilization. We've also got 17 on wood right now. I can even get heavy plow before I get my first farm, which is incredible, if you ask me. I'm a fan of heavy plow. I know others are kind of haters. That's okay. Haters gonna hate. I will go ahead and make a few farms now that I've got heavy plow. Actually, let me just make sure that I get heavy plow before this farm gets completed. Yeah. Nice. Okay. That's just so that I have 6 farmers and can sustain villager production. Which I can. And you can see I've already got the wood for a town center. And that's just rolling in so fast that I'm going to be able to do a lot with it. I'm actually going to start with a monastery here. Go out for those relics. And notice the timing there was actually under 14 minutes. And now I can go out and let's just make a town center here. And then, again, that wood is rolling in so fast, I will be able to make another town center pretty quickly.
Vos orders? Si.
And then now that I've already got heavy plow, I'm going to start making farms. As soon as I've got 60 wood, make a farm. Because as these town centers get up, I'm going to need to be able to produce villagers from them. To sustain villager production, you need 6 villagers on food. Oh, I totally forgot to get the relics. That's why I built the monastery. So to sustain villager production, you need 6 villagers on food per town center. So I've got 1 town center now, but I will have 3 soon. So what I'm going to need is 18 on food as fast as I can. And this girl can go to gold. that's the second town center being made.
Buongiorno. Ibati.
Fra. Ibati. Buongiorno.
Fra.
Imin. Sì. Ibati. Imin.
Sì, bon. Immédiatement.
Grabbing some relics. This is all, of course, just for practice. I am playing against an AI opponent. An easy AI opponent, so we're not dealing with any aggression whatsoever.
Immédiatement. Bon. Il y va.
Sì. Vosotros. Ibati.
Alright, that is the third town center up and running.
Buongiorno. Imin. Vosotros. Ibati.
And we've got 12 on food now.
Vosotros.
And
Ibati.
we're going to keep making more farms as fast as we can.
Sì. Ibati. Fra. Ibati.
This town center wasn't the best placed, but it's okay.
Sì.
You guys can critique me all you like.
Vosotros. Ibati.
Fra.
The demonstration here is the timings.
Vosotros. Ibati.
Alright, I'm up to 18 on food, so we're sustaining this 3 TCs.
Sì. Vosotros. Ibati.
And at that point, I'm going to want to start also making houses, just to make sure I don't get housed.
Fra.
Yes, this TC sucks. My bad.
Ibati.
Buongiorno. Ibati.
Buongiorno. I compro. Sì. Ibati.
The reason I'm continuing on here is because not only can you get a
Buongiorno.
strong castle time with a good boom,
Vosotros. Ibati.
you can also get a pretty solid imp time as well. So, I don't have that many on gold right now, but I can
Ivan.
add a few here.
Ibati.
Fra. Ibati.
Got 2 relics already. As Burgundians, that does give me a slow trickle. Actually, we're gonna hold off on those. Wheelbarrow could be nice, but right now I'm just gonna focus on getting up to the next stage. I could actually even get the Imperial Age wood upgrade,
Vosotros. Ibati.
or even the Imperial Age farm upgrade.
Ibati.
The wood upgrade would be worth it. The farm upgrade, that's going to take so long to be worth it. My farms right now get 375 food. With that farm upgrade, I'll get another 175. So that would be up to 550. That's great, but it's going to take a long time to drain these farms. So I won't notice that wood savings for quite a while.
Buongiorno. Immediatement. Ibati. 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 Sì. Ibati. Ibati. Fra. Ibati. 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 Sì. Ibati. Ibati.
But you can see I'm already getting close here to having the
Ibati.
food and gold to go up to the next stage. So I'm going to go ahead and make a university just to help myself get there. I'm just adjusting this lumber camp.
Vosotros. Ibati. Ibati.
Buongiorno.
And then once this university goes up, I can click imp. And we're looking at 23 minutes right now.
Fra.
Buongiorno.
Vosotros.
That's a pretty strong imp time, if you ask me. I did have a little bit of TC idle time in there.
Ibati.
And we're going to go up now. So Imperial Age is clicked.
Ibati. 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 Buongiorno.
Gonna want to go ahead and make a barracks.
Ibati. Sì. Ibati. Ibati. Ibati.
Because I'm actually gonna want to make army an Imperial Age. That is how you win the game after all. And I will go ahead and get the Imperial Age wood upgrade. Start getting some of these as well.
Vosotros. Fra. Ibati.
That's my old scout, making sure I keep that relic.
I batti.
Ah. I batti.
Buongiorno.
'Cause after all, we don't want the easy AI to get any relics, do we?
Buongiorno. Sì. I batti. I batti. Ah.
Fra. I compro. I batti.
Alright, so I'm planning for bombard cannons and hand cannons. So as soon as I click imp, I will get chemistry.
Buongiorno.
And
Sì. I batti.
begin making
I
those.
batti. I batti.
Sì. I batti.
I do have enough stone for a castle now.
Buongiorno. Ah.
Vosotros.
Vosotres. Sì.
Let's just put that out there, grab a little more gold. Oh, I could even get the eco upgrades for that. It's another one of those eco upgrades I usually forget.
Ah. I batti. I batti.
But here we are, arriving in Imperial Age with close to 90 villagers.
Vosotres. I batti.
3 or so archery ranges and siege workshops and getting chemistry. So I will quit the game just so we can see the timings here, as that was the whole point. Sub 9-minute feudal time, which is going to make a lot of people think you're going to go with some sort of feudal aggression, but you're going to follow it up with a sub 14-minute castle time, which is even better than what I typically get with Goths, which I've perfected the most. And then, even after that, gonna get to a 26-minute imp with 87 villagers. So, that's pretty strong, assuming, of course, that you're not attacked during this time period. It's gonna work the best on Arena. But you could even adapt it for Arabia. Maybe you want to, instead of make town centers, you want to plop down some stables and go Cavalier on Arabia. That's another way to do it. You'll have to invest a little bit of time into walling to make sure you don't get attacked, but it could be viable there as well. That's all I have for today, folks.